Hello everyone, Cappuccino here. So today we'll be talking about Umamusume that's gonna be releasing in 10 days. I'm very excited for this. But for today, we will be talking about, I have gathered some questions from a lot of people who is looking to get into the game. So I'll be answering some questions, little bit short videos to get you a little bit started on what to do in the game and what do you expect from it. First off, is this game rerollable? Yes, definitely. It's very easy to reroll as well. Go back to the title. You can delete the game data. Yes, somewhere around this button. It's probably in English anyway, so you guys probably can read it. You can just delete the thing and we just teleport you back to the main screen immediately with a new account. So it's very easy. It's like 2 or 3 minutes per reroll because you just have to get some gift off, go to gacha and reroll. So it's very easy to reroll. That's one thing I have to get up here first. So yeah, and do you recommend rerolling? Yes, definitely, because the support guard and the horse that you roll from the rerolling is gonna affect you in the long term, especially if you're free to pay or you don't like to spend a lot of money on the games. It's better to have a good start, keep on rolling for the next best Umar or the one girl that you interested in. Okay, next question is, how do I build X and Y and Z? Okay, about this question, yeah, so you finish the loading, right, and everything, you kind of have, okay, I want to get into the game now. So what do I do when I get into the game? So in the English version, you're probably going to be facing with this scenarios, and you can click play and you can choose the horse that you want to train. You just go train it, right? And then you choose your parents. If you're a newbie that you just start the game, there's gonna be someone here, like 2 of them, I think. Yeah, so just use this, go for next, and they're gonna take you to the training deck, the deck building part of the game, and you can just press start. But how do I build? Exactly how do you build specifically, right? So first off, let's take a look at the middle part of the Umas that you're choosing right now. So for example, stumble across this girl stumble across. So she has this is turf and dirt. This one on the top is the preferred racetrack. So there's 2 kind of racetrack. There's a turf, which is basically a glass racetrack, and dirt racetrack. So if some girls run on turf and some girls like to run on dirt, then that's the basic, right? But yeah, you don't have to worry about that much right now. What you want to worry about is this middle thing here, right? This middle thing here is the distance of the race that this girl will be running. So if you had G in short, she probably not gonna be run short. My E not gonna run my that much. Medium distance on A and long distance on A. Yeah, so this girl will be focusing on long distances. Right? Why is this important? Because when you build a deck around this, the girl with the higher distance want to have a stamina card in the deck. Yeah, but the other girls that doesn't run long distances might not want, so it affects the deck pretty heavily, right? But yeah, but for starters, I recommend just 3 speed guard, any speed guard, Mobile, even the desert one, just slap in 3 speed guard, right? Yep, and then right, then slap in 1 in guard, yeah, slap in 1 in guard, and then you, if it's a medium and long distance, you slap in stamina guard. Okay, so yeah, and then you slot in either another speed guard or another in guard, depends on how strong your speed guards are. If your speed guard is not strong, feel free to run full speed. And this is also a borrow option that you can borrow some OP cards from other players as well. So that's how you this is a basic deck. You can just hop in with this and win everything. For the training and the details of this training, I'll be maybe making a review guide later when it releases, and hopefully I can explain a little bit more details about the deck building too. But for now, just for starters, know this kind of things first. I have seen a lot of people saying saving up everything for the Kitasang Black as a support card. How much copies should I usually aim for as free to pay or a monthly pass buyer? Okay, so this question is about Kitasang Black, right? The thing about Kitasang Black, you might not know what Kitasang Black is, but basically Kirsang Black is one of the most OP speed card in the game that got released like 1 month after the game was released. I think it's what 1 or 2 months. I'm not so sure, but yeah, it's after the release. It's pretty fast. She's been released, so yeah, and she will be with you for like 3 years. Yeah, this girl is dominating the meta for 3 years, 3 whole years. So you want to get her as like a lot of her as possible. Okay, so the things about that question earlier is that how much copies do you have? As much as possible until you hit the level 50. So you want to have 5 copies. I mean 4 copies and 1 original card, so the total of 5. Okay, yeah. But if you can't get them all, or you like, oh, I'm so unlucky, this is all I can get, what is the good amount to aim for? So if you really unlucky, you aim for 35. But if you can afford more, you aim for 45. 50 is really good, but it's a little bit of a luxury. Yeah, 50 is really good, by the way, but it's kind of a luxury because for later in the game, you get these items that let you like uncap the SSR immediately. So it's it's like if you want to save it for the Kirsang Black, or you want to use it on other cards, I will let that be in your decision. But yeah, finally, Kirsang Black is one of the best support guy in the game. So get her, save for her, and get her. Okay, so the next question is about the microtransaction of the game. Okay, the microtransaction of the game is like basically this is in yen, right? So you have 30. This is the 30-ish pools for, I think this is $70 US dollars right now. Yeah, but I would expect it to be around 80 or 90 upon the release of global, because it's gonna be more expensive because it's kind of tailored to the US. So, but because the Japan yen is weak right now, it's kind of a little bit on cheaper. But yeah, basically it's like 30-ish pool for 70 USD. Yeah, basically. And there's a lot of card for the other microtransactions. It's like guaranteed. Like this one is a guaranteed SSR, and like the premium pass, which is like kind of like a monthly pass. So it's kind of cheap. This thing is the monthly pass are kind of cheap. So the thing is like, it's good to be a gold fisher. You can just take the monthly, get some crystals, and like some other convenience thing that you have, and it let you train easier and everything. So it's pretty. The game itself is also pretty F2P friendly too, because again, you can just roll for the support card, right? The thing that's gonna suck your money out the most is the Umas, because you can use any Umas, and if you want a specific one, like for example, I want this Kirsang Black, you have to roll for her. So it's kind of hard to like, if you have like, especially if you have like Umas that you like, you're gonna spend a lot of money on them. That's one of the things that's gonna suck your money off. But if you're like a meta player, so you don't really care that much, just roll for the support card and you'll be fine. And then topic of currency, what are the resources you're conserve and look out for? First thing first, save your gems. After the free roll, like the 30 roll each or so that they're gonna give out at the start, just save your gems for the Kirsang Black, as I said earlier. And the other things is when you try to level up support card, you use this SP and money, right? These two resources are really hard to come by in the early game, so try not to spend this on a card that you probably not gonna be using for long. For the details on what card to build, I'll be explaining that in the later videos when I'm making the guides. So yeah, try to conserve this as much as you can, and only like level the card that you're going to use in the future, because like some of the cards I'll be frank, kind of bad or only good in some situations, so you don't want to be like wasting your monies on this, right? Okay, second thing is, as I said earlier, the thing that let you like uncap SR, this is very good. So only use this on, and it's very hard to come by. So only use it on the card that is worthy So for example, Hikita-san Black is really the rainbows that I spent on it. I spent like 3 on it alone. So, but she's been a huge help for my training. Yeah. So those are like the resources that you want to conserve. So the next resources is dirt. This shoe thingy. You get it from training the Umas of that category. So the thing is, when you try to like, it uses like a lot, right? Of this like 100 of these shoes, and like the frag of each race. So this one is you have to race on that tracks and win to be able to like get the things. So it's really hard to come by at first. So you probably don't want to do this also if you don't know what you're doing. So make sure you know what you're upgrading before you know. And yeah, it uses a lot of money too. See. Yep. So that's like the resources you want to conserve at first. How important is the PvP aspect of the game? So this is the PvP of the game right now. And this will be at the start of the game too. So basically, and then you get ranked by class, right? So there's a weekly rewards for people who is class 6, class 5, class 4, right? So basically you get like a weekly rewards for each class, and when you reach that class you also get like gems as well. So this is like your passive income every week. So high importance is not that hard to stay at the top, especially if there's not a lot of players. So I think this is not the most important part, but the one thing that we PvP for is the things called champions meeting. I made a video of that every month because we have to prepare like all month for the race itself. It's a big race that gives you like 20 pools max if you win the whole thing, but it's not that competitive. If you have a good guard, you have good stats, yes, of course you are more likely to win that. But even if you lose, you get like 10 pools, right? So it's not that like important aspect of the game. There's real-time matches, but that doesn't give anything. This is for fun thing. You can like create a lobby with your friends and then race each other, right? But yeah, basically PvP is quite tame. So there's not much PvP going on. The things that people are hyped about is the story of the Umas, the training and everything, right? All out that part of the game. Yep, it's kind of feel like Blue Archive in a way, because Blue Archive is like raid. When the raid things become really big and people are focusing on that, it's pretty fun, right? This is kind of the same thing. When the champions meeting is on, you race with random people, then you win and you get 20 pools. It's just free pools for everyone. So yeah, it's quite tame. Is there a leveling system for the players and almost? As I explained earlier, yes, like this is almost awakening level. It's go up to 5. It uses a lot of money. Support guard also have like level system too. So, and this is pretty important because you have to max the support guard to get like good statuses. Yep. So yeah, it's kind of like leveling, but that's using your resource for leveling, right? But the training itself is kind of like roguelike game. You basically create your Umas each run. It is the finish Uma. And when you train Uma, when you finish training Uma, you get one of these. It's tell on what the stat you get during the run, what skills did you take. So there's no like progression on the Umas, because every time you train a new one, it might be better, it might be worse. It's the INGs involved, you know. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But any databases for information that I recommended, especially for training in scenario where planning goes a long way. Okay. The one that I'm using a lot, I think other people that play the game use a lot, is Game Torah. I'm probably gonna show it on screen right now. So, and I drop the link down below too. It shows like skill condition, the skill details, how to train, what choice to use, how to select your parents, how is the compatibility. You can check the Uma skills infos and everything in the website. It's pretty well made. It's been maintained for like since the start of the Umamusume. I think it's yeah, I've been relying on this a lot on my videos. So yeah, I really recommend that. I think a lot of people are taking a look at it too. Is there any game specific terminology that I need to know to understand when the community is saying? Yeah, there's that every game, right? It's So the thing that you have to understand, right? It's like, I think if it translates to English, it's gonna be pretty easy for you to understand. For example, this is roles, right? So one is Uma's role. It's like runner, leader, betweener, and chasers, right? So this four position, it's the Uma's position on the race, what they would do on the race basically. And yeah, there's like distances, Uma distances, and the race track. And all these things kind of affect how you build a horse, so it's pretty important. There's also like uphill, downhill, when you analyze the map and when you want to build an Uma's based on the map that you will be running specifically, right? So yeah, that's one thing too. But you kind of learn that as you go through the game. But for like, if you want to know anything right now that will be useful to you, I don't think you have too much trouble. Yeah, and then there's some skills that only procs in specific timing, something like first leg, second leg, and the third leg, and the last spurt, something along the line of that. I know it's kind of hard to get a grasp of it right now, but yeah, I don't think you have a problem with it. The intelligence system, how do I pick the best parent for my Umas? To put it simply, the game Torah I introduced you earlier have a compatibility calculator, which I'm showing you right now. Wait, I actually don't know. Yeah, there's the recommended parents too, right? So you can click the recommended thing. So what should you have for them to like have high probability? And then you can switch them up. See, the commodities go up a little bit. And use this. Yep, and now the compatibility, if a compatibility pass like 150, it's gonna be double, and that's like the best compatibility that you can get from the parents. So yeah, use this too. You will know what parents to use. The other option is to for the skills, because character skills have we have to talk about this character skills. It's gonna be a little bit more of a deeper conversation, so I'm gonna skip that part. So basically, it's like use this tool for the compatibility and how to choose your parents, and it also depends on what you want to do with the Umas that you train as well. So yeah, basically, but for now, you have just use the tools on find out who is the best parents for your thing. Okay, next question is, what is the reason why people say you can run pretty much any Umas? Okay, yeah, so as I said earlier, that the Umas can run dirt and like turf, right? And then other distances, right? You can change this by inheritance. So for example, this Umas kind of bad at like dirt, right? It's F. You can increase the ranks based on your parents. So for example, if I want to get like a dirt Umas, I have to choose dirt, right? I choose the dirt, right? This one C, see that, and then I can get it to C, right? And this is, I can get this to A in the run when I play the game. So if you get this to A, the Umas will be able to run dirt. So if you want to use this Uma to run dirt, you can do it, right? This also applies to the distance. So if I want this Uma to run short, if I want this Uma to run outer places, you can do that as well. But you have to know how the skills of the Umas work. You have to play to her strength too, because you can't just slap random Umas on any other position and make it like better than the meta Uma, right? The metas ones are always going to be better, but you can use the girl that you like and then raise them, and then hopefully the luck is come down to like how much stat did you get, how well you train her, and how well the auto Umas get trained. And yeah, all in all, if your stats and your skill are equal, it's come down to luck when the skill procs. Is the skill proc at the right time? Is it like the peak performance of your Umas? It's kind of goes like that. That's why people say that you can use pretty much any Umas, because yeah, it's actually true. You can build your Umas however you want them to. I'm not saying that it's easy. It's gonna be really hard, but yeah, you can do it. You can definitely do that. And I think that's it for the question that we have today. For me, like, this game is pretty fun, so I want you guys to like play for the first few days first, see if you like it. It's not like your usual RPGs and the usual like Hoyoverse game that's been releasing. It's like it's a training game. So you train your horses. But yeah, but I love the game of its story, Ishuma's story. If you watch the animes, it's pretty. The Uma stories are reflected on the real life Umas as well. It's have like the connection of the real life Uma. So if you read that, and you kind of feel the same for the Umas. Like for example, like Rice Shower story is really good. You can enjoy that. And if you like reading stories and you want to know about each horse backstory and everything, I think you're gonna have fun with the story as well. And the community aspect's pretty good. Like you can have your like your crew. You can speak with your friends with in the circle and something along like that. That's like I kind of like the social aspect of the game too, because it's kind of good because the game has really have depth. Like I can speak about it all day long. It's just gonna make the videos go like an hour and but yeah, and that's why I think the game is fun. And yeah, if you're excited about the game, make sure you like subscribe for me to like I'm gonna make like a reroll guides, other guides as well. That it's gonna be good for you when you start out the game in 10 days. So yeah, I try to bring more guys out. And if you have any questions, drop it down below. You not only like getting your answers for me, you also can help other people that like wondering on the same thing and then come to this video as well. So I appreciate if you can leave a comment on what question do you have. So yeah, that's about it for me today. So I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.